Good morning, writers, and happy Friday. Writers, yesterday we worked on some really important ways that we can grow as personal narrative authors. And that was by showing, not telling what we're writing. Well, writers, today we're going to dive even deeper in growing as authors and improving in our own writing as we work on our personal narratives. So writers, today I want to teach you that another way you can improve as an author is to actually use other authors to improve your own writing. And so oftentimes, writers, when I'm reading a book like Starfish, I will think about some of the tricks that author is using, and I'll steal those ideas and use those same tricks to improve my own writing. Well, we're going to do that today. And we're going to use the book Starfish because that's the one we're reading in class. So in the book Starfish, the author does a lot of things that I really love. But one thing I notice that the author Lisa Phipps does in her writing is oftentimes she'll compare things in the book to other things that are different. So she's giving a metaphor, a comparison, and it really puts a vivid picture in my mind. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to go back to the chapter where Ellie's at lunch and going into the library. Life-saving librarians. The library is my safe harbor, since I dare not go into the cafeteria alone. A well surrounded by starving sharks. It was hard enough when Viv and I faced them together. Right there, did you hear it, readers? When Ellie is describing all of her bullies, all of the mean people in her life as starving sharks, and she's the whale going into the cafeteria, it just puts that image in my head of Ellie being the prey and the bullies being the attackers. I really, really like that strategy, and I want to try using that strategy in my own writing. So I returned to the story that I shared with you yesterday, the one about me when my family and I had gone to Mexico, and right as we stepped off the plane. So I went back, and actually in that story I wrote, the very bottom sentence, there's a part there that I put a picture in my brain, and I want to try the same thing that Lisa Phipps uses, where she compares one thing to something else. So let me show you what I did. The very bottom, as I'm walking off the plane, I wrote, I looked for help with signs, but everything was in Spanish. And then this is the part I want to change. Blindly, I followed the herd of travelers, hoping they knew where to go. So in my head, I was imagining that moment on the plane when I got off the plane, and I had Maggie in one hand and my hand on Max's shoulder, and we were just trying to get out of there. And I didn't know where to go, and everything was in Spanish, and we just followed this herd of people. And that herd of people almost felt like an ocean current to me, like just water and fish swimming down the water. And that's kind of the image that I put in my head. So I decided I wanted to try this trick that Starfish is using, and I wanted to put that picture in my reader's brain. So just the highlighted sentence, I'm going to rewrite, but this time I'm trying to use some imagery, some pictures to really help my reader see and imagine what that looked like. So this is what I rewrote for that sentence. With Max and Maggie by my side and Oliver and Jack close behind, I nudged my family into the ocean current of travelers, exiting the plane. Unaware of where the current was taking us, I left all hope at the will of the school of fish I was now a part of. Okay, so do you see how I use that strategy, writers? I went ahead, I found a sentence that I thought I could improve, I can make better. And I decided to imagine what that looked like to me, and that sea of travelers looked like an ocean current with a school of fish swimming on it. And I became, with my kids, part of that school of fish just flowing down the current of travelers. So when I added those images in, did you guys get a better picture of what that looks like? Did you imagine me holding Maggie's hand and Max just kind of like, in we go, and then we just follow the sea of people? I wonder if you guys can do this in your writing today. So maybe you want to go back like I did and do some revising, and you want to find a part in your writing that you could cross out and write differently and write better, and try comparing your writing to something totally different. Add that imagery, add that picture into your reader's brain. Or maybe you're going to continue your story and you'll try that strategy in the new part you write today. Okay? So writers, I'm very excited to see how far you come in your writing, and be ready to share those with me on Monday. Good luck writing, and spend all this time. Your pens and pencils should be flying. All right. Happy Friday, writers, and I'll see you Monday.